Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to the second video of the day, and we've got an album ranking. This is a request and it goes back a little while. It's been in the archives and I had to bring it out because I'm starting to go through some of the ones, so I don't even know who requested this, but the Bluetones are an indie rock band that were formed in Hounslow in Greater London back in 1993. The band members are Mark Morrissey on vocals, Adam Devlin on guitar, Mark's brother Scott on bass guitar, and Ed Chesters on the drums. They did have a fifth member between 1998 and 2002, and that was Richard Payne, who came on board. And they were originally called the Bottle Garden, but they changed their name to the Bluetones, and they have released 6 albums, so we're going to have a look at those today. So coming in at number 6, we've got the second album from 1998, and it's called The Return of the Last Chance Saloon. So it's Mark, Adam, Scott and Ed's playing on it, and the first track is called Tone Blues. This is a really quirky little number. The guitars are really good. It's a great vocal from Mark. I love some of the drumming from Ed's. It's really good on that. Good track to open the album. My favourite track on here is the second track, which is called Unpainted Arizona. It's just got a lovely guitar tone on it. It's got a great little bass line. It's just a smashing song. Then we get Solomon Bites the Worm. Killer track. What a bass line. It really is track. Then we got a thing called UTA. Now this is an absolute killer. It's spacey and dreamy. I think the only thing that lets it down is the vocals are a little bit weak. It doesn't live up to the expectations of the music. 4 Day Weekend comes next. It's very sort of Oasis Brit pop sound. It really is a good track. I like that one. Sleazy Bed track, melodic this is. It's got a really good riff that keeps occurring through that track. If it's my second favourite track on here. The guitar work is really good. It's very quirky and it's got a real solid drum on that one. Then we have the Jub Jub Bird. I love that title. It is not the best track on the... Maybe a funny title, but it's not the best track on the album. Sky Will Fall is a very gentle... The beginning of it is... It's very sort of the drum beat of Biko. There's a little bit of that in there. Aims... It's discussing... some nice tune. It's just really good. I like that. Down on the Reservoir, good track. The vocal's pretty strong on that one. And then Heard You Were Dead. Ed's drumming is excellent on this. I love the different time signature and the guitars work well around it. Then we got one of these weird tracks, Broken Star. Now its official timing is 15 minutes 52 seconds. And then the track finishes at 6:05, and between this and 13:05 it's silence. Why? Just do the damn track. Pointless that is. And then we get another track, A Woman Gone Left Me. It's a hidden track, and it starts after the silence. Should stay hidden, to be quite honest. Apart from the hidden track, it's not a bad album. You know, considering it's at the bottom, it's still very good. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7.3. Okay, coming in at number 5, we've got the fifth album, released on my birthday, 9th of October in 2006, and it's called The Bluetones. So it's Mark, Adam, Scott and Ed's. The first track on here is another good opening track, Surrendered. That quirky sort of Bluetones sound. The guitar sounds great. Another great drumming performance from Ed's. Baby Back Up, that's that bass line from Scott Morris, brilliant. Drives the song along. It's a great vocal from Mark as well. Hope and Jump, my favourite track on here. I love the flow, it's atmospheric, it's got some lovely guitar tones, and I do like the vocal line on it as well. Head on a Spike. I love the keyboards on this, and they're played by Scott. It really is good. It's got, and just the bass line as well, so you've got him really dominating that track. The King of Outer Space, another good track. I think the guitar work on here from Adam is brilliant. It's really just set the tone on that. Thank You, Not Today. Again, the bass line is terrific with the drums, really adds atmosphere. My Neighbour's House. Quite heavy for them. It's got a real gritty guitar riff. I do like this. Now, Fade In, Fade Out. Now, this song was written in honour of David Williams, who's a personal friend of Mark Morris, when he swam the English Channel for Comic Relief, or no, Sport Relief in 2006. It's a nice little folk song. It's quite nice, and it's a nice fitting tribute to his friend. The Last Songbook 1, second favourite track on here. I just love the title. It's very simple, the drum really works, another good track. Wasn't I Right About You? The acoustic guitar on this, it's got that busky feel, and it's a nice little quirky track. A really good album, no filler on here, all the tracks are good and fun. Really enjoy this one, so it's going to get an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, coming in at number 4, the fourth album from 2003, Luxembourg. Same lineup, so we won't need to go through it. So the first track is Here It Comes Again. Again, I love the start of this. It's got this sort of electronic bass sound, which really pans out in the song and really makes it solid. Fast Boy. Now, this just proves you don't have to put distortion on a guitar to get some great riffs. Absolutely brilliant, them riffs. They're very crisp and clean, but it's a good solid riff. Liquid Lips. It's got sort of a 60s vibe to this one. It's got an excellent guitar solo on it, and it is my second favourite track. You're Not Fun Anymore. Adam's guitar work is brilliant on this. You know, he's a great guitarist, I think. He really knows how to come out with a little tone, and I like how he uses different tones on the guitars. Big Problem. I love that quirky bit in the middle with their piano and the castanets. It really adds to this track. I Love the City. It's a very good track. It's simple, it's perfectly produced, and they just really play great on that. It's just simple is best sometimes, and that is one of them examples. Never Going Anywhere, solid track. Again, very simple, no distortion on the guitars, funky electronic sound and keyboards that really work well together. Little Bears. I like the keyboard, there's some phasing on this, it really gives it that extra layer. Code Blue, the bass again works on this, really good. My favourite one on here is the last track, and it's called Turn It Up. Now this has got the distorted guitar on it. Ed's drumming is brilliant. The solo on here from Adam is divine. Brilliant track. This is another Bluetones album that has no bad tracks. There's something for everyone on this album. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7.6. Okay, coming in at number 3, the sixth album from 2010, A New Athens. So this is the most current album they made. This just features Alex Richards on the keyboards, along with Adam, Eds, Mark and Scott. So the first track is called The Notes Between the Notes Between the Notes. Really quirky. There's a little bit of drum machine on here that actually works, and you got some lovely keyboards from Alex, so yeah, it's a pretty good track. Firefly, I do like the crisp guitar tones on this. Great vocal from Mark, excellent track. A New Athens, again bringing in the Alex Richards on the keyboards, really adds you know, a proper keyboard player to let the other guys do their stuff. It's really good on that. Cullen's song, it starts off with a nice breezy piece of acoustic guitar, then the solid drumming, and then you get some great guitar work on the electric guitar from Adam. My favourite track on here is called Into the Red. The piano work at the beginning is wonderful. I love the flow of this song, and the drumming is exceptional on that. Golden Soul, my second favourite track on here. I love the brush drums. It's very Simon and Garfunkel. That's why I like it. The Day That Never Was. It's certainly got that 60s vibe to it with the guitar, and that super little bit of organ from Alex really works. Carry Me Home. What gives this song this character is the bass and drum. There's this little random bass note that keeps coming through the track. It's just a single note that comes in. It's really, you're looking for it every time the track carries on. Half the Size of Nothing. The rhythm guitar on this just holds this song. It's underlying, but it really glues the song together. Haunted by You. Ed's drumming on this is really good. It's a different sort of time signature. It really works. Now, the last track is called Pranchestanel. It's the rich keyboards, gives it that extra depth. The guitar work is fantastic, and it's got one of the best solos on the album. Yeah, over the years they are consistently good, which is a credit to them. They never diverted. They kept to that phrase, why mend something that isn't broke. I hope they come back at some stage, because this is a great album. So I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 2, we've got the debut album from 1996, Expecting to Fly. Joining Scott, Adam, Mark and Ed's on here, we've got Caroline Lavelle on cello, Dan Crompton blues harp, and Mac McElden on clavinet. So the first track is called Talking to Clary. Start off for your debut album with a 6-minute epic is very brave, but they pulled it off. I love this. It flows lovely. The guitar is great. Absolutely belting song. Blutonic. It's that combination of Ed's drums and Scott's bass on this that really work. The drums has got that rolling feel to it. It's excellent. My favourite track on here though is Some Cut Rug. Gritty riffs, great vocal from Mark, solid track. Things Change, a great track. Bass and drums again dominate this. It's quirky. It's got some nice riffs in there as well. The Fountainhead, second favourite track on here. It's got a real ambient atmosphere on this. The nice gentle guitars and the drumming is good. Can't Be Trusted. Mark's vocal is the highlight of this. It's a really nice song. Throw in a good guitar solo as well and you've got a great song. Slight Return. The guitar solo on this is very dreamy. It's one of those tracks that you just want to listen to and fall back and relax to. Brilliant track. Then we've got Putting Out Fires, one of the longest tracks on the album. It really flows. I like the tempo of the drum that changes the scene of the song, that sort of leads when it goes into a different flavour. That drum's really good how Ed does that. Vampire, simple tracks, simple drumming, simple guitars. This thing. A Party Jester. This is another fine example of Adam's great guitar work. Very simple song but intricate little bits on the guitar. And the last track, Time and Again. I love the melody of this. It's really quirky. Fine vocal for Mark. A very solid track to end the album. With this debut album, they set the benchmark high, I think, for themselves. And they never really, as I said, they never really went too far side of that line. Very consistent, but this is just a great debut album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.2. But my number one album from the Bluetones is their third album from 2000, and it's called Science and Nature. Same lineup, so we don't have to, you know who it is. So the first track is Zorro. I love the guitar work on here. There's some lovely acoustic is there. It's very quirky vocal from Mark. Excellent track. The last of the great Navigators. Mark's vocals are great on this. It's a very psychedelic sounding track. It's dreamy. There's some nice little tones and atmospheres on this. My favourite track, and it's probably one of my favourite tracks by the band, and it's Tiger Lily. It's down to the bass and drums. It drives the song along. It's got that underlying keyboard sound, which is I don't know what, it's a lovely tone, but it really adds to it. Mudslide, another fantastic track. The start of this is incredible. I love the drums and the bass that come in, pulls the guitars in. It's one of those plug-in and go tracks. It's no fancy gadgets. Plug all the instruments in, hit the record and go. I love tracks like that. 1-speed gearbox. Now the guitar work that includes Adam and Scott, bass and guitar's got there's a little bit of that Hawaiian guitar sound in it somewhere. I don't know where that come from, but it really adds to it. Then we get Blood Bubble. The bass line from Scott is brilliant. He's got some nice effects, some superb drumming from Ed's. And then we got Autophilia, or in brackets, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love My Car. Lovely title. They've used a little bit of drum machine before Ed's takes over, but it's how they use it. If you use a drum machine right, it does add to the track, and it does on that one. Keep the Home Fires Burning, a big hit off this album. I do love this track. It's got a great drum and guitar work on that. The Basement Song, now this is a jazzy sort of thing. You know, there's a very jazzy tones on the guitar. It's an excellent song. Slackjaw, super track. Ed's drumming is brilliant. The bass from Scott really drives it. There's even maracas on this, and it's a fine vocal from Mark. Emily's Pine, good track. The vocal on it is really good. The middle section though, with that guitar solo and the keyboards that sort of intertwine, really makes for a great track. What a track to end the album. For me, this is probably the most all-round album the Bluetones ever done. Different genres. You've got jazz, blues, psychedelia. It's all mixed up in their unique sound. Fantastic album. So I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 8.4. So that was a band that people have probably forgotten about. So it's time to give them a bit of love. The Bluetones made some excellent albums. All 6 of them are good. You know, it's a short discography, but 6 fine albums. Okay, coming up next is Retro Ranking. Now this one was sort of planned long before Ozzy Osbourne passed away. So it's 1 from 13, where I just pick not even my favourite track, but when I put this together, it's what I want on the day to talk about. That's what one of these ones from. It's just highlighted a few good tracks off each album. So that's what we're doing next. So bye for now.